Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on inequations. Solving inequations is similar in a number of ways to solving equations. The main differences are as follows. Instead of an equal sign, we have the following. This sign here is a greater than sign. This one is a greater than or equal to. This sign is less than, and this sign is less than or equal to. So these are the first types of differences that we have. The other differences involve reversing the inequality sign if we multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, and if we take the reciprocal of both sides. Now we will see those two examples on the next slide. So let's look at example 1 where the signs stay the same. We do not reverse the signs. So for the first example, 3m plus 1 is greater than 7. So as per normal, we subtract 1 from both sides. And I've shown that there. So when we simplify each of those, we get 3m is greater than 6. Divide both sides by 3, which gives us m is greater than 2. So for all values where m is greater than 2, this is true. So pick any m value that's greater than 2, substitute it in that inequation, and it will be true. Let's look at the next slide. Okay, here we have a simple algebraic fraction which is less than or equal to 5. To remove this denominator, we multiply both sides by 7. We've done that. So the 7's cancel, which gives us that line there, because 5 7's are 35. Now we subtract 3 from both sides, of course there's a 3 there. So that gives us minus 2k is less than or equal to 32. Now, since we have to remove this negative 2 here, we divide both sides by negative 2. Now remember, we are now dividing both sides by a negative number, so you reverse the sign. And that's all it means, you just turn it the other way. The negative 2's cancel, which gives you k is greater than or equal to minus 16, because that simplifies to minus 16. Now let's have a look what happens when we take the reciprocal of both sides. So here we have this inequality. Now, when you have the pronumerals or the letters on the bottom or in the denominator, we prefer to have them up the top because it's a lot easier to solve the inequality. So take the reciprocal of both sides. Because we've turned both sides upside down, we change the sign. That was a less than sign, now it becomes greater than. That's all we do. Multiply both sides by 3, which gives us this line here. Add 1 to both sides. So the answer is m is greater than 13. So back here, whenever you pick a value which is greater than 13, then this is true. And that's what the answer tells us. So this video has shown how to solve basic inequations. The rules are similar to solving inequations, except for those few rules that I showed you about multiplying or dividing both sides by a negative number and about taking the reciprocal. So if you follow those rules and take your time, you won't have any problem at all in solving inequations.